Hey everyone, Mateo here. Welcome back for another round of Fashion Shade and my jewels. You already know what we're all here to talk about, and it is the return of fashion's biggest night, the Met Gala, my darling. Listen, I actually wasn't going to do a recap of this year's. Too much was going on, work, everything, whatever. But so many of you reached out to me and you guys were telling me you wanted to know my opinion, so I had to suck it up and do it. As you can tell, this is not my normal setup, but let's get into it, darlings. Let's chit chat about fashion's biggest night. Just a quick recap. Some of you may or may not know that this year's theme was, In America, a Lexicon of Fashion. In my head, I really did think that I was going to see these celebrities and people of status show up in American design. That's what I thought. But after seeing Kiki's interviews on Vogue.com, shout out to Kiki, girl, you killed it, loved your energy. Anyway, but after seeing her interviews with these people, I saw that there were a handful of people dressed in American designers, but there were also people dressed in designers from other parts of the world. And what it ended up being was a collaboration between the person and the designer to what America means to them, what they get from America. So it was really awesome. It was very creative, very interpretive. I love it. First on my list, even though she was last on the carpet, but you already know that I am part of the Navy, Rihanna. Darling, she was in Balenciaga. Listen, I know a lot of you are reading her. I saw all types of stuff, but she is so cool. She is too cool. She is the only one that can get away with rocking something like this and just looking so goddamn rich. I mean, she is a billionaire, but she looked so cool. It was so effortless. So many of these people try so hard to do like the most and they look awful. Easy, breezy, cool. I will not say that A$AP Rocky carried his look as strongly as she did, because he certainly didn't, but that's besides the point. So Rihanna, you looked amazing. So happy to see you even though you were late, but who cares when you're the star everywhere you go. Moving on to someone who I actually don't know, and I'm okay that I don't know her because I don't know what would possess her to show up in something that she did at the Met Gala. Her name is Natalie Bryant, and she was wearing I'm gonna call it a piece by a designer known as Connor Ives. Girl, what in the confetti blimp of a mess, tragic was that? Girl, I mean, I don't even understand, first of all, how that has anything to do with the theme, let alone why you would want to show up to any event looking like a blimp. And you could tell she is like I mean, she's beautiful. She's a beautiful girl, but like, what the actual fuck was that, girl? I can't. I really can't. So let's move on. Moving on to Queen, Princess, whatever you want to call her, Normani. She looked absolutely stunning. She looked like a Disney princess. She was in this beautiful gold Valentino gown. I thought she looked absolutely beautiful. I'm not 100% sure how it ties in with the theme, but just from my interpretation, she is an American princess. Like, she is living the American dream. You know, we all know her from Fifth Harmony. She auditioned for X Factor. She's living out her life. She's on her solo path. Girl, she looked absolutely stunning. And the jewels, it looked like the heart of the ocean, you know, from Titanic. She looked so stunning. Absolutely loved every moment of that look. All right, on to our next doll. India Moore. We all know her and love her from Pose as Angel. My God, she looked absolutely stunning. She was in Saint Laurent. Also, you know, a designer who is not an American designer, but she looked absolutely beautiful. And She is someone, she can rock long curly hair, she can rock bald-headedness, but I loved seeing the tribal signs, the symbolism that she had painted on her head that went up to her, you know, from her forehead up to her head. She looked absolutely stunning. You know, she is America. She is just such a representation of what America is today. Trans people have always been here. They were shrouded, they were pushed to the side, and now we're living in a world where you can't get rid of them. We can't push, you know, our sisters to the side anymore. They are here to stay, and they are showing up in spaces that they never were before. Do you know what I mean? And I just love to see her there, and it makes me so happy. And I thought she looked absolutely beautiful. So moving on to our next celebrity, debutante, whatever, Hailee Steinfeld. Oh my goodness. She was unrecognizable to me when I saw her. Like, I was like, who is this stunning queen that I'm seeing right now? And it was Hailee Steinfeld. She looked totally different, and I absolutely loved it, and I loved the transformation, and I thought she looked amazing. She was in American designer Iris Van Herpen. If you're not familiar with this designer, she was like one of the designers that was on the forefront of 3D design, and I just think she looked breathtaking, stunning, futuristic, and like, you know, I interpret this as like the future of American fashion. So Iris Van Herpen was always ahead of her time when she first came out, and she's obviously still doing, you know, the same shit in a obviously evolved way, but like, come on now. Hailee, girl, kudos to you, girl. All right, beautiful people, let's move on to Zoe motherfucking Kravitz. I mean, obviously, she's in Saint Laurent. I kind of hoped that she would probably be in an American designer, but I guess I should stop saying that because it's the interpretation. But nevertheless, she showed up in Saint Laurent, and she looked stunning. She was giving me high-class hooker realness. I mean, is there really anything else that needs to be said? Because I truly don't think so. Let's get into Kendall Jenner. She looked so stunning. Not exactly sure how her gown translates into the theme. She was in Givenchy, but I mean, she is gorgeous, statuesque, and like, she looks stunning in anything she wears. You know, I wasn't bored by it. It was definitely beautiful. I just wish maybe she would have been a little bit more creative and, you know, serving us a look that was more on theme. That's just how I feel. But other than that, absolutely beautiful, darling. How about we talk about Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello? Both named Michael Kors. I'm over them. They annoy me. Like, they are the most cringe couple ever. I kind of still don't believe that it's a real relationship. I mean, snooze fest. I still have yet to watch the Cinderella movie that she's starring in. The only reason why I want to watch it is because Mother Billy Porter is there, but other than that, meh. They definitely weren't the worst, but I don't care. Guys. Mother J-Lo. J-Lo, y'all. She came out here looking like Madam Brothel of the Wild Wild motherfucking West. And she absolutely brought it. She brought it, guys. Sorry, that was dust. Anyway, she absolutely, positively brought it. Like, she was in brown. Like, it was brown. But it looked so amazing. It was so awesome. I sort of, one critique, I would have loved to have seen the footwear to be more of like a cowboy-ish boot style. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't really here for the pump moment, but she still gets a pass. Okay, she gets a pass because she looked beautiful and she fucking brought the theme. That's the end. The end. Alright, so from the high, now we gotta come real low. Real motherfucking low. Because, bitch, Kim Kardashian. I mean, just because it's Balenciaga does not by any means mean that it's okay. I hated it. It was such a cop-out. Such a cop-out. Like, and then she had the nerve to put on her Instagram that, what's more American than a t-shirt or a t-shirt dress? Whatever the fuck she said. Girl, bye. I mean, at this point, why'd you even come? Why'd you even show up? You and your ex-husband looked stupid and ridiculous. And I don't even know if that was really all there. It could have been a publicity stunt, whatever. I kind of feel like they were there because I feel like they aren't going to miss an opportunity to show up to an event like this with affluential people. You know what I mean? But girl, bye. I'm over you. Moving on from that tragedy, let's get into more of a highlight. The effervescent, mystical, stunning, vivacious, beautiful Lupita Nyongo, who looked so cool, so amazing in this denim Versace getup. I absolutely loved it. I love the hair. I love the denim. What's more American than denim? She gave us denim. It was like denim, but make it fashion. Denim, but make it fashion, darling. And I was here for this moment. She never ever disappoints in any event, on any red carpet. Never ever 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 ever. Okay, so let's move on to an amazing Hollywood starlet who I really love. Her name is Amanda Steinberg. I'm sure you all know who she is at this point in time in her career. She showed up in this awesome Tom Brown look, which I absolutely thought she looked young, fresh, cool, and there was no detail missing. There was something on every inch of the design, and I absolutely loved it. Literally from the tip of her head to the points of her toes. Super cool, and I absolutely loved it. Super 2 thumbs up to you, girl. You looked absolutely amazing. Let's get into our sex siren, Megan Fox, who's been serving us looks. Red carpet after red carpet. She is not even giving us time to breathe. She is just stomping on our motherfucking necks, okay? She looked so beautiful in this all red Dundas gown. I never know if I'm pronouncing that right, but whatever. I thought she looked absolutely beautiful, sexy, like just, she just oozes sex appeal, that woman, and I love her for it. Love her for it. Y'all, I'm drinking water. Not wine in this video. It's fucking hot, okay? I couldn't do my red wine. I'm not really a white wine type of person. Too hot. I need to stay hydrated for all this mess. Alright, you guys ready? I'm ready. Moving on to the funny lady we all love and adore, Ms. Tracy Ellis Ross, darling, serving us couture Edna from The Incredibles, your rich auntie who has no time to babysit anyone and just living her luxurious life in this royal blue getup, darling. Did you guys see her big ass Balenciaga clutch? Like, alright, look, so sort of like Rihanna, only she can pull off these looks. Like, because on anyone else, we would be coming for her neck. I mean, granted, that bob was wild, and it was definitely giving us Little Miss Edna from The Incredibles. But, like, she just oozes this energy and this, like, confidence where it's just like, girl, you got it. You knew what you was doing. She did it. So, yeah, girl, love you, auntie. Love ya. All right, let's get into Elliott Page. Yikes. Yikes. Awkward looking. I'm going to try to be sensitive, but this is Fashion Shaded My Jewels, and at the end of the day, we all know that I love everyone and accept everyone, but if you're going to show up to an event like this, you might want to come a little correct. Awful. That's the furthest that I think I am going to say, because yikes. Okay, let's get into our little pop starlet, Kim Petras, who is like super cute. I love her music, but bitch, what the fuck was this? I mean, she was dressed in Colina Strada. Not very familiar with that brand. Not taking away from it, just don't know about it. But like, I appreciate a sense of humor in an outfit, but like, when you come to an event like this, the whole point is to come correct, to, you know, complete the assignment. And yeah, bitch, you did have a fucking horse on your face, but you looked awful, and it was just a hot ass mess. And like, there's a point where it's like almost mockery and like stupid. Like, if you didn't want to be there, don't fucking show up. You look stupid, your hair looked super dry, and the look was just tragic. Let's get into mother of the house of Evangelista, MJ Rodriguez, also known as Michaela J. Rodriguez. Girl, she showed up and showed out in Tom Brown. She was giving me like principal of like an elitist school. Like, bitch, I'm here, I'm not dealing with you kids, do what needs to be done. Teachers, don't hit me up or I'm gonna throw y'all all in detention. She looked so amazing, so like just effortless and just amazing. Like, I really don't have anything else to say other than just love, 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 love. All right, let's get into our goddess, Iman. I mean, sorry, that was a burp. All right, let's get into our goddess, Iman. I mean, like, she looked beautiful. It was just beautiful. This was in collaboration with a designer named Harris Reed, and it was just giving me sun goddess realness. Do you know what I mean? Like, beautiful, beautiful sculpture, not even statuesque. It was very much like a beautiful sculpture, and she looked stunning. And like, first of all, when she talks, I just love to listen to her talk. She sounds like she's got magic in her veins when she speaks. Like, I'm obsessed with the way she talks. I absolutely love her. Okay, I'm sure this is a moment you've all been waiting for, but let's talk about Lil Nas X, you all. So he kind of tried to do what Gaga did at the last Met Ball. He gave us, 3 reveals. It was cute. It was way better than that VMAs look. I know I didn't do a recap on the VMAs. Like I said, just whatever. Anyway, but 3 reveals, all Versace. I appreciate the effort. I'm a fan of the men and at these events like this, giving us more than a basic ass tuxedo. So definitely loved it. Not my favorite, definitely not the worst by any means. Not exactly sure how it tied into the theme. If you guys know, let me know in the comments, but I really don't know how it tied into it. But I love him. I'm so here for his moment right now. I love seeing his success, and I'm just here for it, and I love every time I get to see him. He's like a breath of fresh air. So kudos to you, Lil Nas X. Alright, so sticking with our guys for a moment, let's talk about Troye Sivan. I love him. He is so fucking cute. I didn't like it at first, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw it, I was just like, another guy in a dress, like, okay, I'm starting to get bored with it, whatever. It was Rick Owens, by the way, but, like, the more I looked at it, I dissected it, and it was giving me very punk. It was very punk. It was very, like, against the status quo in a subtle way, but really clean-cut, beautiful, and I appreciate it so much. I thought he looked like really sexy, to be honest. So I'm here for that, Troye. Thanks for that. And like I say, if you give me something other than a tux, I'm gonna give you some kudos for that. Let's move on. Let's move on to Yara Shahidi, who was giving me old Hollywood glam, beautiful. She was in Christian Dior. She showed up, it had the veil. It was very beautiful. Again, in the Brown family, the color scheme, it was like this beige color. I was surprised at first when I saw all these people in shades of brown, like on it. But then I was like, oh my God, American, you know, it makes sense. Like a lot of them, you know, there was a phase that like it was brown, but it was boring back then when you look at references from back in the day, but the people that did it on this red carpet did it in a very modern way, and they did it in an exciting way, and she is always exciting on at any of these events, on any red carpet, and I absolutely love to see her. She looked amazing. Kudos to you, girl. Love it. Billie Eilish. Alright, so if you've watched my videos before, and when I've talked about Billie Eilish, I'm sort of hard on her. So first, let me start with the positives. I'm happy to see her trying something new. She finally got rid of that rotten egg yolk hairstyle. Love it. And she kind of traded it in for a too short, dry bleach blonde hair look. Okay, fine. It gave me very much Marilyn Monroe, but a little bit on the boring side. Oscar de la Renta, the gown. Listen, I appreciate the effort. I think, you know, it's nice to see her in a different light. I mean, who would have thought that she was working with all that, first of all? Awesome. And I did see her when she spoke to Keke Palmer about how she really didn't have the confidence or whatever. I'm not talking about the body. Body's on point. I was just a little bored with this look. I thought it was okay. I didn't hate it, didn't love it. But I appreciate seeing something new from her. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so, okay. Now, let's get into one of my favorite, like, up-and-coming, like, you know, she was in Euphoria. She was in some type of Netflix movie where she was helping a pregnant friend try to get an abortion, whatever, blah, blah. Her name's Barbie Ferreira. I love her. She looked so amazing. She was in a gown by a designer called Jonathan Simha. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Simha. Anyway, it gave me like old Hollywood with a modern twist. This freaking pearls from head to toe looked so stunning. It was so much attention to detail. She had the thin penciled in eyebrows. It was like, you know, like the showgirls, the pinup where they had it. Beautiful. Girl, loved it. You looked absolutely phenomenal. All right, everyone. Let's talk about the people's poet. This generation's poet. Amanda Gorman. She looked so beautiful and stunning in this Vera Wang, you know, royal blue gown. I just adore this young lady. I think she is such a phenomenal representation of this up and coming, this new generation of us. Like, she is amazing, and I'm so happy she was there. I really enjoy seeing her on these red carpets because she keeps it classy but really fun and exciting all at the same time. Like, I love it. Okay. Alright, you guys, let's get into our last look. Dan Levy. Ew, David. It pains me to talk about your outfit this way. I mean, I wanted so badly to love it. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not trying to be ageist, but he looked kind of old, which I was shocked. Dan, I love you. Oh my God, please, I love you. I don't know what happened, but you look kind of old. I don't know if maybe they put makeup on and it kind of just messed you up, but you didn't look confident in it. The picture that I've seen anyway, the outfit wore you. You weren't wearing the outfit. So I just have to say that. I appreciate what you were, doing. It just didn't translate to me, and I just really wasn't here for it. I think this needed to be on someone like a Machine Gun Kelly, someone like a Troye Sivan, like even on Lil Nas X. It just didn't work on you for some reason. You didn't own it enough to me. So as much as I love you and as much as it pains me, like, that was not it for me, love. But I still love you, and I hope you bring Schitt's Creek back one day. Please. Alright. So, the moment I know we've all been waiting for. Let's get into the shade and jewel of this year's Met Gala. Without further ado, my shade of the night has to go to this young lady, Natalie Bryant. Girl. Never should one say to themselves, I want to show up to any event in a blimp-shaped look. I mean, need I say more? Like, what the actual fuck was that? Alright, my beautiful people. I think this year's jewel goes without being said. Mother Jayla. She brought it. I mean, she brought it. Girl, you got it. Like, you absolutely killed it. You understood the assignment and you served us. Like I said, the only critique was the shoes. I would have liked to see something a little bit different than her DSW plug. I get it. Whatever. However, she looked beautiful, ageless, and she definitely was on theme. There were lots of people that looked amazing, but I didn't necessarily understand the theme, and I think she really did a great job of sticking to the theme. And for that, she's my jewel of the night. Listen, guys, if there is anyone that I didn't talk about that you were looking forward to, just talk to me in the comments below. Let me know who you loved, who you hated. Let me know if you even disagreed with my critiques. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always ready to fight in these comment sections, so don't come for me unless you're ready, okay? Because I stay ready, girl. But listen, this was very impromptu. This is not my normal setup. So many of you were asking to hear my opinions, and I just did it really quick on the fly. So I hope you enjoyed. Like, share, comment, and I'm gonna try my hardest to come back soon. I got things going on. I'm really trying to work on some personal stuff, and I'm trying to make some moves, and sometimes when you gotta make moves, you just gotta do it in silence, and you just gotta disappear. So with that said, I love you all. Thank you for watching, and don't worry, I will be back with more of Fashion Shade and my jewels. I promise I'll never let this baby go. Love you guys. Bye-bye.